Well, after two storms in 36 hours for New England, the weather isn't slowing down. Another storm is already on the way for Friday night into Saturday. Flood watches that were issued for our last storm are remaining in effect through Saturday evening for much of southern New England. After this one, another storm may be in the pipeline for New England early next week. So, New England's next storm for Friday night to Saturday will feature a setup very similar to our previous storm. A strong low pressure system will pass to the west of New England. This will once again allow for a strong southerly flow, boosting temperatures and allowing for a soaking rain. The storm will likely see snow at the start across northern New England. The storm will likely move along even quicker than the last one. Impacts from the storm will be very similar to the Tuesday night storm with heavy rain, snow, gusty winds, and coastal flooding. With the quicker movement of the storm, these impacts will likely be a toned down version of what occurred Tuesday night to Wednesday morning. New England will be looking at a widespread 1 to 2 inches of rain. There likely won't be as much moisture for this storm to work with, and snow melt across southern and central New England will not be a factor this time. Still, a soaking rain combined with the fact that rivers are now running high will likely lead to more flooding problems. This will be another rainmaker for New England for the most part, but a thump of snow at the beginning is possible. As I said, snow will transition to rain from south to north, with the White Mountains once again looking to be the jackpot zone, where 5 to 8 inches of snow will be possible. Total snowfall should come in short of the foot plus seen Tuesday night. Winds will once again be gusty, with gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour along the coast. Another downslope wind event will be possible across the western slopes of the Green and White Mountains. These areas could see gusts to 60 miles per hour as well. Signals aren't as strong for a downslope wind event as they were on Tuesday night, so the 70 to 80 mile an hour gusts that were reported in Vermont on Tuesday night aren't nearly as likely with this event. With a strong onshore flow, coastal flooding is a big concern and maybe the biggest concern for this storm, especially after the coastal flooding on Wednesday morning that overperformed. Tides will be reaching astronomical highs with a surge of 3 to 3.5 feet possible. The max surge is looking to come through a couple hours before the high tide around noontime, just after noontime on Saturday. Widespread moderate flooding will be possible with pockets of major flooding. This is primarily for northern New England, the New Hampshire and Maine coastline. A 12.8-foot high tide is forecast at Hampton. This is borderline major flooding. Borderline major flooding is also possible in Portland, Maine. So after this storm, we do have another one coming in for Tuesday to Wednesday. This one will be different. Um, Temperatures will drop back off toward more January like levels heading into next week. This comes as a shift in the jet stream will allow colder air to plunge into the eastern United States by Sunday night. This pattern change will also change the track of the incoming storm systems. With that change in the overall setup, this storm will very likely track offshore of New England, placing New England back on the cold side of the storms. This storm would be more like the Sunday storm that we just had. The storm may, in fact, track so far offshore that a bulk of the precipitation stays away from New England. We'll have to watch the trends on that one. There remains a large spread in the models on exactly where this storm will track. If the storm does take a favorable track, several inches of snow will be possible across portions of northern New England, probably more central New England, and into interior southern New England. Should the storm trend further offshore, it would lead to just some scattered light snow showers for southern New England and not much of anything in northern New England. The bulk of this storm is looking to come through on Tuesday night. The exact timing is still up in the air as the track is still sort of up in the air. The incoming cold will have some staying power as high temperatures in the teens and 20s to the north and 30s to the south will hang around pretty much all of next week. And with that said, another storm system could be in the works for the following weekend. This would be January 19th to 20th. Again, with the pattern change, this would favor more of a wintry system. Very early indications show a storm system passing offshore or directly over New England. This would lead to some more snow or a messy mix type of storm. This is now looking over a week ahead, so everything about this particular system can change. But as long as we're in this hyperactive pattern, the timing of a system coming through early next weekend does fit the mold, which is why I'm bringing this one up instead of ignoring it for now.